What is crack-a-lackin', my conquistadors of content consumption? We're going to open the digital gate on a cheeky little friendly, yours truly, and Mr. Tricks on the Sticks, playing the purple decks from Digimon Liberator, and playing them incorrectly, which is why you're going to see the Guilmon engine. Whoa, look at that. That Guilmon looking evil, and Analog Youth, the most evil tamer of all, is going to bot deck those tamers. Speaking of bot deck tamers, we're going to get rid of ours. We are going to commit our second purple memory boost. As, you know, people talk about TS slop and what is slop, but you know what's slop? Back row accumulation. You see how we're not making actions here, we're just accumulating back row. That said, though, we are off to the races here with a Growl X in, trash off the Nidhogg, swing in, hit a rookie. Your boy is desperately hunting for a 4, but right now we're just going to make the Loudmon past the 1, and then we get to go into the Midroll for 0. We are going to push up, and we are not going to find a 4 question mark. Okay, we're in there. We're going to go Bake, pop the ghost that we use as a search to pop the Guilmon, and yo, we got a lot of boosts and stuff here. No training set, no scramble. Not being able to free play anything is kind of annoying, and we're kind of in like this weird memory threshold where it's really hard for us to actually do too much. I actually think I probably shouldn't have cracked the boost. But we are end up going to go into Necro. I think because I honestly had forgotten that he was going to gain a boatload of memory. So he was trying to resolve on deletions here. He just kind of forgot that Necromon is like a full thing. So yeah, we're just gonna waste some time here. Just straight up did not realize that it's like, it's on delete, mark for deletion, finish resolving here. So yeah, I just, at some point I just show him the card because I'm just like that. Yeah, there's two on deletes here. We're chilling. Let me resolve my shit first. Now you may, send this Ghostmon to Davy Jones' locker. Do get to gain a bajillion memory, but we are insulated from this Ghostmon. It actually really doesn't matter. Like, I'm about to swing one check and then explode. I'm gonna delete his body again, and then yeah, just like looking at my hand, realizing that yeah, like oops. It's nice that we got the second Violet, but like oops. We just don't get all that much here. I get to float into Bake and a Ghost, and then we can, when Digivolving go, we're gonna do cost -2 off of the Violet, and then use the second Necro to do 0 cost Evo. And then we get to use the egg to add back a Necro. So we did one security check, we spent all of our boosts, we're now on double Violet, which is nice, but like, 4 security to 3 isn't terrible. Like, at the very least, it's an off turn, but being able to slam Growlmon to get the Yuki down finally, and then Growlex just immediately over it, is incredibly frustrating. Do get to spend to play the body, and then we get to immediately evolve straight over it. We do get to pop ours, so we're going to gain some extra memory as we're both playing nice and far away from the net. Then we do get to float. Which means we then get to take ourselves out to try and clear the Growlex, but as a reminder, obviously it's going to float into a Guilmon, so Guilmon's then going to get Soichin. And then ChaosGallantmon is going to delete, so we're going to snatch back some of that memory. And then we do get to float into the Growlmon, and the Growlmon's going to give us a Yuki. So it actually ends up taking us basically back down to Memory Center, which is pretty impressive considering how much memory he actually did past us doing the whole thing. Now we're the ones on the off turn, but we do have a way of extending. The annoying thing here is obviously we don't have a means of giving ourselves rush. We can trash to clear the Growl. And yeah, we're just gonna look and see what's in our trash real quick. We do actually have a pretty sick line, which tries to take him off board. Normally you would do 3 and 6 Apparition Legion here, but we can do 5 and 4. So we're gonna get rid of the Growlex, we're gonna get rid of a War Growl, and we're gonna go Apparition Legion to 5 and 4. We can do Bake pop ourselves To clear a level 4, we're going to gain a memory back from doing that just to try and get a little bit more memory back. And then we get to swing with Execute, and then because we're swinging with Execute, we can draw on Trash 1 and evolve into Necro. So we're going to bin off a Doulaha here, go into the Necro. Necro going to clear the ChaosGallantmon, and then we get to play out a Ghost because we're just going to go Soichin. Gonna swing in here for 1 check, but we are in end of turn timing, which means we do get to the Yuki to go off, and we do hit a Digimon I designed out of security, so we're gonna have an additional memory passed over, which unfortunate. Get the double pick. So we do get to float into a body, and we actually can just kind of send it. So we end up passing over 1 extra memory, just gonna put him up to maximum, just to try and make it. I mean, the Yukis were going to do it anyway. So just developing 4 bodies, diversifying levels as well is really important. So that way that Midroll doesn't chunk as much of us as we want. We're just going to have to make it so it's a little bit awkward for him to try and do it. But we do get the Iron Mako here, which does reveal 4 cards, does not add any of them. Can only pick up the Guilmon, but more importantly, it stops him from decking out because he can start using it for memory extension. Swing when it's attacking, pop a level 3, so we get to pop it, we gain the memory, and then we get to go into Loudmon when attacking off the Yuki. Gonna trash 2, so we're gonna gain the memory, and then that lets us clear the 4. And then the Loudmon is gonna get to go into the Midroll for reduced cost, but still a cost, which does pop with that remaining rookie. 2 checks in with the Loudmon, does hit a Violetta. And then we're gonna spend 3 to go into the Guilmon, go Galex over that. We still have the Iron Mako as well, so we can still gain back memory and stack here if we need. Do get a second Iron Mako out, which once again does whiff on all 3. So yeah, just show me the 1 Guilmon that can get picked up there, and we do get to go Iron Mako to load back. And then we do get to go into the Midroll here. Midroll does pop. We're going to gain back 1. The problem is he's gained back just enough to make it so that the analog youth here is going to guarantee the float. We're going to spit out a 3, and then we're going to resolve the second on deletion first. So we do Phantomon here, second on deletion to go into a Bake, and then we are going to resolve the first on deletion, which is going to pop and then play a level 4 or lower. We're going to play our Ghost down, and then turn player priority goes over. So we resolve the on deletes, which means we're going to get the analog youth to gain back 2 here to keep turn. And then we are going to pop the rookie. And then we do get to pop, which is going to bring the turn back over, which means we do get to add back with the Yuki. And then we get to ChaosGallantmon here. And then off the pitch, we get to pitch off the Nidhogg and float into a Rush Geel. Digimon I designed, which we did hit. Lets us go into Growlmon. Gonna decline to play anything, but we are going to use Iron Mako and Yuki to add back. Go into Growlix here, draw 1, trash 1, rookie in the back. Swing in with Rush. We do get to float back, but you see that blocker Ghostmon that's in the back? That stops us from being able to assemble a blocker here. Nothing else has Rush, but Jack Raid into that Digimon I designed, and a Ruin mode means that even though we put the blocker in the back, we kind of cooked ourselves anyway. There is no way out of this situation here. Ruin mode does indeed lock us fully out of being able to do anything. So we are going to end up scooping up. If you did like seeing these purple decks that are supposed to vaguely resemble the Liberator decks in Shell and Soul, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Today's your birthday, then happy birthday. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.